and whatever. You're doing your skincare routine. After doing skincare routine, they will still use black and give you black eye. Tomorrow you go and buy all the skincare products and my body is paining me, it's doing me kitten in my heart. Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Red Debbie here again, and you're welcome to my channel. Please, if this is your first time of coming across this channel, I want to plead with you, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button. It's not going to take anything away from you, but it's going to mean a lot to me. And for you, my returning subscribers, my G's, thank you for sticking with me. Okay, thank you, and you're welcome to today's video. So today I want us to talk about self-care. I know that when you probably saw the topic, you're like, self-care, everybody's talking about self-care. Of course, everybody's talking about self-care. It's like we're in the self-care era, and it's very important that we talk about self-care. It's very, very important because, you know, you have to take care of yourself, of course, right? And when we talk about self-care, the thing that comes to mind is taking a day off, sleeping, resting, doing things you love, you know, taking breaks, going to the movies, going to the pool, having a spa day, having a girls' day out, all of those fun things that can help you relax and just, you know, help you replenish your body. And these things are really, really amazing. In fact, I encourage you to do them. Self-care is essential. But today we are going to talk about self-care, but we're going to talk about that other aspect, the other aspects of self-care that sometimes or most times we do not pay attention to. I found out that people practice these other forms of self-care and they neglect the important part. Every part of self-care is important, but it's just like you're neglecting the main thing about self-care. It's why I decided that okay, today we're going to talk about it. So the first thing I want us to talk about, the first aspect of self-care I feel like we're neglecting, we're not paying attention to, we're not regarding, is self-preservation. I've seen a lot of people, I've seen people that practice these other forms of self-care. Oh, they take breaks and all of that, but they don't indulge in self-preservation. And what is self-preservation? Self-preservation is basically just from the word self and preserving yourself, protecting yourself, keeping yourself away from, you know, harm's way, not hurting yourself, not putting yourself in positions that would hurt you. Let me use an example. Someone that is dealing with domestic violence, someone that is in a situation or in a marriage or in a relationship that involves domestic violence. You see some of them, they can wake up today and be like, today I'm doing self-care. I want to go to the spa, I want to take care of myself, I want to do this, I want to do that. They will do all of those things, but they're not practicing self-preservation. If you say you care about yourself, if you say you care about something, right, what the first thing you want to do is to protect that thing, is to preserve that thing, is to keep the thing from harm's way. Let's say you have a child, right? You have a child, a toddler that is crawling, you know, that is used to just touching things and all of that, right? And you are taking good care of the child, you are looking after the child, you are buying good clothes for this baby, buying proper food for the baby, making sure that the baby fits well. And there is this open wire, there is a naked wire in your house, in that apartment, and this child is crawling, is a crawling baby. And then you'll be like, oh no, I'm taking good care of my baby, I'm providing everything for my baby eats well, my baby sleeps well and all of that. But you're not practicing preservation with that baby, you're not preserving the baby from harm's way because there is this naked wire and it's in this baby's environment and you're not taking care of that. So that's what some people do, right? You go to spa and you still go back to that thing that would harm you, right? You go after a spa date, you still go back to a man or a woman or to whatever that is still going to hurt you, that is still a threat to your life. Self-preservation is literally about looking out for yourself. Okay, I'm having a spa day, I'm taking care of my skin, I'm doing my skincare routine and whatever. You're doing your skincare routine. After doing skincare routine, they will still use slap and black eye. Tomorrow you go and buy all the skincare product, and in your head, oh, I'm doing it's self-care Saturday, you go and restock all your skincare product. You're trying to take care of the black eye and all of that, and after restocking the product, you still go back to the person that will give you that black eye.
Not allow them,
you know?
Make them kill you.
And you'll be like, oh, today I want to just stay home and sleep and all of that. But after sleeping and waking up, you still go back straight to that same thing that caused you. So you're not practicing self-preservation. You're not looking out for yourself. You're not protecting yourself from harm. You're not protecting your mental health. You are just exposing yourself. You are doing every other thing. You're wearing fine clothes. You're doing all of those things, but you are still putting yourself in places, in positions, in things that will, in situations that would harm you. So self-preservation is very, very important. Look out for yourself. That's number one key to self-care. Look out for yourself. Protect yourself. Seek to protect yourself. Sometimes we do these things without even knowing. So be more conscious about preserving yourself, preserving your mental health, preserving your body, preserving your spiritual health, preserving everything about you, and just not just leaving yourself bare. And the next thing is having honest conversations with yourself. So for some people, you find out that every week in, week out, you feel drained. Week in, week out, you feel used. Week in, week out, you feel unappreciated. Week in, week out, you feel terrible. You're in a terrible space mentally. You're in a terrible space spiritually, health-wise, all around. You're not feeling good, right? And you see that some people, what they will do is just to jump into the next thing. I just want to forget this. I just want to suppress this emotion. I don't just want to feel this way. Whatever. Some people will go do drugs. Some people do drugs to, forget whatever it is they're feeling. Some people just jump right into, oh, let me just go to club. There's nothing wrong in going to club or anything. Or let me just sleep away, right? But you find out that after sleeping and you wake up, you're still feeling the same way. So what actually went on? Okay. So having honest conversation with yourself is like you go to the doctor, and the doctor is asking you about your symptoms. Okay, how do I feel? What state am I currently in? Sort out your feelings. Ask yourself questions. Where are we today? How are we feeling today? What state are we in today? Where are we mentally? Where are we spiritually? Like mental health on a scale of 1 to 10, where is our mental health at today? That's like sort of have those honest conversations. Don't just blank it out. Sit down with yourself and like, what exactly am I feeling? Because sometimes it's like you are feeling a whole lot, but we don't process those feelings. So process those feelings. Have honest conversations with yourself, because sometimes you go to the doctor and the doctor, where does it hurt? Where does it hurt? There is a reason he's asking you, where does it hurt? It's very important to take note of where it hurts, because sometimes what you need to do is to sleep, not to just go out and have fun. But some people, just because they don't even know where it hurts, what exactly the message their body is sending them, they just jump out. They are even endangering themselves the more, that sort of thing, right? So you have to know, where does it hurt? There's a reason the doctor asks that question, because it is very important. It determines, it's a factor, it's a key factor in the sort of care you would be getting from that doctor. So having honest conversation with yourself is very, very important. Now the next thing is confront your demons and make necessary changes. Now this is also like some sort of a sequel to having honest conversations. Now that you've had this honest conversation, you go to a doctor and you're telling the doctor that I feel hot, I feel tired, I feel weak, my body is paining me, it's doing me kitten in my heart. The next thing the doctor will probably start asking you will be, what is your diet like? Do you sleep at night? What do you eat? Do you exercise? What's your environment like? What the doctor is doing is trying to trace these symptoms, this thing now, this sickness that is in this body. What could be the cause? He doesn't just sort of go straight to treat you. A doctor that cares would probably want to know the correlation between your habits and the symptoms you're manifesting. So confronting your demons, facing your demons here is having deep conversations. Okay, I feel drained. Now, why do I feel drained? What brought about this? Last week I felt drained. The other day I felt used. Today again I'm feeling used. I feel so terrible. My mental health is in jeopardy. I'm a mess. Why? What brought about this mess? Trying to trace it back. For some people, the demons you may need to face will be, it's not that you don't have time to sleep. It's not that you're not doing your skincare. It's not that you're not going to spa. It's not that you're not going to a pool. Your problem, the thing that is messing with your health, the thing that is ruining your life, is your relationship. And facing that fear, and sometimes we don't want to face it, right? So we try to drown it out with every other thing. You try to do things to distract yourself, but even after distracting yourself, you still come back into that same space. For some people, it may be where you are living. Honestly, it may be your house, it may be the state of your room. It may be the people you are sharing your space with. It may be the people in your life, the people you've given access to. It may be that you don't need to, this weekend, you don't need to go to, and you don't need to go out. What you need to do is to actually pick up the phone and make that call you've been holding off. And you know it, right? So asking yourself important questions. Why? What is there anything in my life that is a threat to my mental health? Is there anything in my life that I need to take care of that I've not taken care of? For some people, it will be your childhood traumas that you're not even aware of. Secondly, either you're aware or you've not decided to face them. For some people, it may be someone in your life that needs to go, but you've not summoned courage to let the person go. So week in, week out, you are going into depression, you are drained, you are feeling terrible, your mental health is a wreck and all of that, and you are trying to cover it up with pedicure, manicure, spa, sleeping and all. It won't work. So facing your demons, sometimes it's not fun. You may have to have conversations you've been running away from having with your parents. You may have to let go of that person you thought you'd never let go of. You may have to move. Yes, you may have to move. You may have to leave a job. But you have to, first of all, confront those demons. Ask yourself, is there anything that is contributing to this? Is there anything that I can do, that I need to do, that I need to take care of, that would push me, that would put me into a better space? So confronting your demons is a form of self-care. Stop suppressing things you have to deal with, things you have to process, things you have to let go of. There are people, even some people, maybe a grudge in your heart, maybe a pain in your heart, maybe someone has hurt you and it's hurting, and you keep shutting it down. You don't want to have that hard conversation. It may be a tough conversation. It may be the way your partner is treating you, or it may be something that is going on in your life that you need to speak about, you need to talk about, you need to attend to, but for some reason you keep pushing it away, but it's there messing with you. So a form of self-care is addressing those things, no matter how difficult, no matter how tough they are. Then the next thing on this self-care tip is set boundaries. Set boundaries. After you've confronted these demons, after you've taken care of these things that need to be taken, the root cause of your problems, the reason why you are drained every week, the reason why your mental health is always under threat. After confronting them, right? If let's say you had to let someone go, you had to cut off a relationship, you had to quit a relationship. Let's say, for instance, you're in an abusive relationship and it has been a threat to your self-care, and finally you let go. Set boundaries. Make sure you don't go back to that format. Maybe it's because all this while you were a people pleaser and finally you figured it out and you've made changes, right? Make sure you don't go back to it. Put boundaries in place. Learn to say no, not just give people access to your life just anyhow. That kind of thing. Set boundaries. It's just like the person that we are still using this doctor patient scenario to explain this. So if you've been told that, oh, you need to get away, you need to do away with sugary things, setting boundaries would mean don't go and buy sugary things. Take away all the sugary things in your house. Don't go to places if you know that your favorite, let's say your favorite ice cream shop or whatever, you usually go there with your friends, you know it's time for you to stop going there. Set boundaries. That way it helps you, it protects you. Okay, so this is not about sugar or your diet or whatever. It could be about your diet, I don't know, but apply it where it fits. Set boundaries. If you're someone that you discover that your problem is you never have alone time, people are always in your space, set boundaries. You're always that person that anybody can just walk into your house, they do whatever they want and all of that. Set boundaries. You're that person that once they call you on the phone, you don't know how to say no. Come, let's go out. Even when your whole body, your whole system is telling you today we are not supposed to go out, you're just supposed to stay at home and think and rest, you still can't say no, you just jump. Set boundaries. It's maybe an association or friendship or relationship that always pushes you into unhealthy habits, right? Set boundaries. Put things in place that will make sure that will help you not fall back into things that hurt you. It's very, very important. Setting boundaries, having boundaries is a form of self-care. People that always feel used or unappreciated and whatever, when you put boundaries in place, it helps you a lot. It means that I am not a toy to be run over. I'm a human being with feelings, with goals, with dreams and all of that. So have boundaries. Let people know that you have boundaries. When people come into your life, let them know that not anything does not just go in this space, in this body, in this system, in this life. We have limits here. You respect boundaries. I have boundaries, okay? And then the last thing on this list is honor yourself. It's unconventional, but it's true. Sometimes we dishonor ourselves and we don't even know it. We don't even realize it. We honor every other person. We honor every other whatever in our life, but we do not honor ourselves. Someone will say, oh, I made a promise to her, I can't break it. But you keep making promises to yourself and you keep breaking it. So honor yourself. As you've done all of this, you've had the honest conversations, you've faced your demons, you've set boundaries and all of that. Honor yourself by sticking to those things, those changes you've made. Treat yourself like you matter. There are people that they'll do the whole self-care thing and then they'll still come back and accept and allow people to treat them like shit. What was the essence of the self-care? Carry yourself with honor and pride. Have self-pride. Have honor over yourself, because that's the easiest way. If you honor yourself, it will be very easy for other people to honor you. When you honor yourself, you invest in yourself. When you honor yourself, you want to protect yourself. When you honor yourself, you hold yourself accountable. When you honor yourself, you always want to have sincere conversations with yourself. You want to be sincere to yourself. When you honor yourself, you do not put yourself in harm's way. You do not do things, you do not allow things, you do not tolerate things that put you down or mess with you. So I feel like having honor for yourself is a very key, important part of self-care that sometimes we neglect. Honoring yourself will make you not go or be in a relationship or be in a space where you're treated like shit. That's why honor is really, really important. Okay, so that is that. Tell me in the comment section if you gained something, if you learned something from this, and tell me if you've been making any changes or if there is any other self-care practice that has worked for you. And please tell me the last self-care practice you practiced. Let's put it that way. Anyways, this video is already too longer than I thought it's gonna be. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for staying with me up to this point. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Thank you so much. Until the next time I come on your screen again, stay beautiful.